welcome back to Frostpunk 2. We'll be continuing on in the second, what would you call it, scenario on the campaign. So we have some severe cold. This is being caused by the central district generator is turned off. The central district produces food, goods, shelter and guard squads. Right. We have a few factions. We've got the Frostlanders, the New Londoners, and these stalwarts here. Looks like there'll be many more to come. Let's get to know them. Adaptation is the only way to live in the Frostland. Community, 3,500 members. So our population is 8 grand. So they're quite sizable. That's going to be the majority of our people there. The stalwarts are just under 1,000. Progress for the glory of New London. Merit forges the strongest. Reason for order, order for control. Right. Then we've got the New Londoners. Through technological progress, New London will thrive. 3,600. So they're actually bigger than the Frostlanders. So a lot of people are thinking that we need to come up with new innovative technologies to survive the cold. Right. Let's see what we can build. So we've got new buildings here. Research Institute. Facility dedicated to coming up with technological solutions to large-scale problems. It demands heat, 400 workforce. Yeah, this is going to be a whole thing. We've got Central, the Council Hall. Right. We've also got our districts, housing, food, extraction, industrial logistics. And you'll note that these look a bit more impressive looking than the ones we were building prior in the previous area. They don't look as ramshackle. So let's see what we have. Fertile soil there, plenty of it. So this will probably be, and we've got here an infinite, is that infinite? Fertile soil. Deep deposit of fertile soil. 100, is that million? What? It's got a little infinite sign next to it, so it basically, we might as well consider that to be infinite. We've got an old way station here. Ruins of an old way station. Battered down during the whiteout years, we can restore it as a rear base for our exploration efforts. So we need a logistics district to access that. Over here we've got frozen forests that will give us materials, so we can get some lumber from there. We've got a frozen forest with a deep deposit here. Accessing deep deposits requires deep melting drill building. And this one here requires the deep melting drill building. Really? So how does a deep fertile soil? What, we're gonna grow up mushrooms in a cave maybe? I mean, I say it, but it might not be as daft as it sounds there. Some more fertile soil here, another forest, and it looks like over here we have shallow coal seams. So this is what we want to be building out to right now. So industrial extracts resources from deposits. The type of resource extracted depends on the underlying deposit. Let us begin. Right. Construct new housing districts to address the lack of shelter. Let's start with that then. Housing district. Sheltered from the wind there. Okay. And we can build another one over here. Let's let that ride for a bit then. So it looks like there were buildings going out through here that have been slowly destroyed over the years. Probably through whiteouts. So they have attempted to try and get out of the crater before, but let's see if we can make that happen now, eh? We just need this frost breaking to finish. And let's get on that extraction district. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's also worth noting that, let's see, affecting other districts. Pay attention to constructing districts as area effects give them additional positive or negative effects. They're caused by environmental circumstances or by proximity to other districts. Area effects are applied when at least 3 districts are located, district tiles are located within it. While constructing any district, a tooltip will indicate whether your current build has any area effects applied. 1 dot represents 1 tile under its influence. When all dots are filled, the effect will be applied to the district. Right. So I guess actually you only need to put 3 tiles to be quote-unquote protected from the wind here. And then we could have put the rest on the outside here, perhaps. Yeah, sheltered from wind. Right. Ooh, we're seeing it start to light up now. Lovely. Still waiting on this. While we're waiting, let's break our way to another coal seam. Just so we're preemptively ready. Should also consider making our way to some food. Right. Might also be worth getting all the materials here ready to be broken into. Yeah, let's just go straight for the material tiles. There we go, then we can get all of them in one. Good work. We've now secured a new coal deposit. It's part of the last vein in New London. There are still some deposits left, but they won't last for long. We'll need to improve our mining to use it efficiently, but the city's communities are voicing different ideas about how to do it. We need to decide whose ideas are worth pursuing. We must choose a solution. Expand the existing housing district. Build a research institute. Research an idea for new coal mines. Construct the newly researched building in the extraction district. Okay. So we can now expand districts. Let's tick that off. And then we can build a research institute. Let's see. I think it has to be built in an extended district though. The generation wakes, a child is born. People gather around the generator as it wakes with a thundering shudder and bestows heat on us yet again. This is the heart of the city. Our last line of defence against the cold. Our first hope for a future. Any future. Steward. There's a couple who says their first child, a daughter, was born at the exact moment the generator sprang to life again. They called her Lily May and asked that you bless her. You gave us hope back. Thanks to you, our child may have a future ahead of her. Right. Right, we're slowly extracting the coal. We'll get the research institute built. Now we can research. We need new ideas to move forwards. Different communities may propose diverging answers to the same issue. They will only pursue solutions that align with their worldview. Choosing a community to develop an idea will improve your relations with that community. Coal mines. So, dust coal mine. Mining operation where residue coal dust is sucked up and compressed into briquettes to make maximum use of the resource. 150 coal output, disease is slightly increased, and it has a small material demand. Or we can go with the blasting coal mine. Operation using explosive drilling to rapidly exploit coal deposits, generating noxious fumes. So this increases squalor. Now, disease is slightly increased, but squalor is increased, so there'll be a sizable increase in squalor. Much more is required in the way of materials, and the difference though is we use less workforce and get a smidge more coal output. There's also the stalwarts idea, which is also to go with a blasting coal mine. So the New Londoners and the stalwarts go blasting coal mine. That is the vast majority of people. We're going to have to watch out for the squalor though.
Steward.
A small crowd gathers outside the research institute arguing about the coal veins. Stalwarts and New Londoners want to lean on machine-powered mining, but the Frostlanders would have us pursue a more frugal solution. They would never display such discord under the captain's rule. You have to choose who to entrust with developing their idea. Yep, we've already chosen. I'm a bit quick off the mark there, beat the game to it. So yeah, right, on the research. 2 registered as sick. Oh no, 7 sorry, registered as sick. Right. Right. $635 weeks of coal remaining. Right. How's about we expand this housing district and we'll put another research institute in just to increase that speed a bit.
To frost-breaking teams in transit.
We should also, it's not told us yet, but we probably do want to start looking at some food districts. Right. Abe Byron, 55, drill sergeant. It's good to have you back, old chap. It was a terrible fright to have you switched off. You're more than just a heat source to us, you know. To us, you're a symbol of what we should be. Unbending, unyielding fortitude. May we all stand so bold against the frost. The generator is revered and respected by the stalwarts. So we're finding a bit out about each of the groups then, in these little snippets. Okay. We're going to need materials as well, it looks like. That'll do us for a good while. I know it's trying to like ease us into this, we're telling us, "Ooh, do this and then that," but We should probably be handling all the other basic necessities as well, rather than just doing exactly what it says here. I think it's expecting us to be a bit more proactive in this. Right. We're 84% of the way there. And got a little speed up, there we go. Need more heat stamps. I'm getting 13 a week. That's not a lot, considering. Okay, food is now fine. Materials we still could use more of, and goods. Right. Right. Both of these favour with, we've burnt a bit of favour from both of these due to us building the, yeah. Both of them loyal to us now because we've built this blasting mine. I'm assuming they're going to be happy with that.
Do not be alarmed by any unusual noises coming from the generator. Routine maintenance work is underway.
Right, here we go. A place to settle differences. With the new mine, the impending doom of depleting coal is postponed. Yet differences between communities remain. The weakened captain wanted to establish a council to settle them. He didn't live to see it through. It falls to you, steward. The people of New London want a say in how it's run. The first decision, whether you should continue to lead the city. Heat stamps are required. Right, there it is, the council being built. Right. There we have it. We can vote on new laws.
Hear us, steward.
Anticipation fills the air as the council opens. The captain ruled with a firm hand for years, but those times died with him. Now the communities of the city want their say. The stalwarts maintained order on behalf of the captain and adhere to what they claim was his vision for New London: progress, merit, and reason. The New Londoners, the Frostlanders, clash over our survival strategy, though neither has a firm stance on economic or social issues. There are those who view the stalwarts with contempt for their role in New London's history, but they keep to the shadows for now. Open the session. And here we have it. So this is kind of going to be the heart of Frostpunk 2's drama happening here. When you return to the council in the future, you will be able to propose new laws to vote upon. But for now, a special vote needs to happen. The communities have to accept you as their leader. Be careful. If you fail, this will be the end of your rule. You are tolerated. Not affected by neutral New Londoners, marginal increase by favourable stalwarts, not affected by Frostlanders, decreased by unproven Steward. We can try to negotiate. So we're going to get the stalwarts on board. The New Londoners are open to negotiation. If we have them vote for us, machine-centric shifts. To put less pressure on workers, workplaces must keep machines powered around the clock and adjust working hours accordingly. Squalor is marginally increased, but workforce requirement is decreased. This is actually quite good. Research. Building automated logistics bay. Logistics bay where machines manufacture expedition equipment on demand to minimise personnel and storage needs. Or we can research a building mechanical factory. Large facility using semi-automated machinery to produce construction prefabs and domestic goods with streamlined workforce. Workforce requirement, prefabs, materials requirement, okay. But yeah, we get plus 10 prefabs, 40 goods output. Squalor is slightly increased, 40 heat demand. Let's definitely go for machine-centric shifts. Workforce will become a problem, as we've seen before. Agree to their terms, and we'll vote.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
I don't know if that would have been a guaranteed thing, since it's the first one, but I'm not willing to take the risk. We must find more fuel. As steward you shall remain then. There are challenges ahead. Expanding coal extraction is a great success, but the vein will only last so long. We need to explore the Frostland for a permanent source of fuel. Otherwise the city will have no future at all. Right. At the current rate, fuel will be gone in 167 weeks. As you can see, that is very quickly dawning on us. Temperatures are about to go down. We're going to need more fuel. Stockpile is, we can stockpile up to 50 thou. We've stockpiled 6.5 thou, so that's pretty good. Right. Research machine-centric shifts. We've got to do that first. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Promise to New Londoners. So there was weather-adjusted shifts. Production efficiency slightly decreased. Disease is slightly decreased. Heat demand other than housing is decreased. So, to protect work health, workplaces must adapt working hours to the weather conditions. Or there's the machine-centric ones. So we'll be appeasing the New Londoners. It'll take 7 weeks to research. We'll get started immediately. Build a logistics district on the old way station. Let's have a look. Construction details. Old way station. That's it there. There's also one over here. And there's also one down here. We could either cut across from here, or we can cut down from over here. It looks like we're probably closer here. We don't have the heat stamps yet to do any frost breaking. So we'll just skip ahead to when we do. There we are. What will we require for these? Heat stamps and workforce. Yikes. Already having workforce issues. Ugh. those stockpiles are going to start decreasing. That's going to be a problem. Got 38 weeks till the stockpile runs out. Right. With a lesser demand on our workforce, keep in mind as well that some of those were frost-breaking teams, but we're still, yeah, we're going to need something doing about this. We'll turn off the research institute so we won't get as big of a research boost, and we'll get the logistics district put down. Ah, we've also, yeah, we've got a nice stockpile of materials, but goods is a problem. We've not got any goods, which I think means we need a industrial district. Yeah. Right. So let's get this rolling. Demands have been met for the New Londoners. Council recess 1 week, 5 days, new law available. So we can make a new law soon. We'll leave the research for now, just in case we need...
An automaton has broken down and is blocking traffic. Technicians are on their way.
Right. Let's get this filled. Hopefully then we can get out there and start exploring. And there we have it. So we have 15 Frostland teams. So before you used to just have a scouting team, but now obviously there's multiple teams working in a district going out and exploring the snow in mass. So we can send 5 of our teams to bring back 2,500 people, many of which will probably be workers that we can use. There's also new areas over here, so the foothills, the gorge. So, possible findings, Frostland dwellers. Over here, prefabs cause Frostland dwellers. The gorge, dangerous, many scouts will be injured, requires 20 Frostland teams. The highlands, 20 teams, dangerous. So that's what we've got at the moment. It looks like there's going to be more stuff at the foothills. So this will take 15 weeks. So yeah. The windswept foothills used to be thoroughly explored, but whiteouts have erased the paths and safe houses we constructed. This area had an old coal mine though. Maybe there's some leftover coal there still. You might find prefabs, steam cores and Frostland dwellers. Let's launch the expedition. That's all our Frostland teams being used at the moment. Oh, and it looks like they're already back. Oh, and we've got trail construction. Frostland teams, heat stamps, prefabs. Basic quality trade route allows shipping 250 units of any resource. Ooh. Interesting. Frozen Bay would need more teams, unfortunately. So we'll zoom back in. I do love that smooth transition though on the map. Right, we now suddenly have 2,000 additional workers. So, I think that was a good move. We'll turn this back on. Lovely. Right. Next things that we need to do. So we now need more food, more housing, but we can now start meeting those material and good demands from those from the extra workforce. So, swings and roundabouts. Right. I'm going to start frost breaking as well. Along here. And I'm going to try and slide an industrial district in between these two. So we'll build we'll build 2 new districts here. An extraction, extraction and industrial. We might even expand on them a little bit. We can also have a look at this. Working shift, machine centric. Workforce recruitment is decreased, squall is marginally increased. The law is supported, you are accepted.
The eyes have it!
We're also going to want to get some more food. Yeah, this could be an issue. Right. Right, frost breaking is complete. We do need heat stamps though now, which we're getting a decent amount a week now. If we get that good demand met, we can get even more, and it won't take a lot to do that. Looming cold. As the captain's authority weakened, different groups started pulling the city in their own direction. New London grew overpopulated, whiteouts ruined expansion attempts, and now coal is finally running out. Without heat and shelter, people start freezing to death. Although the captain appointed you before passing, people are anxious you're not up to the task. Prove them wrong. Cold has risen to a concerning level. People may die or suffer frostbite. Provide shelter and heat to fight it. Yeah, we need housing, don't we? I'm just looking, yeah. Right. So there's a few things we can do here. We've got plenty of workers. Our first priority has to be... Where are we? Extraction. So we need heat stamps. So we are just going to have to wait a little while. Until we've got some heat stamps.
Remember to keep your heat lamp maintained. It might just save your life.
And we're going to want housing. That's going to require another 40. There we are. Heat stamps. 107 frozen. Jesus Christ. The cold wave has taken the lives in city. People were found frozen, not only in open streets, but in houses and workplaces. The air is thick with grief and anger. People fear the horror of years past will return under your leadership. They want the council to ensure new laws can help with fighting the crisis. Reinsuring them would be prudent. I understand, I am aware, but we didn't have the heat stamps because you're all being stingy sods. Right. Okay. What we probably want to do... Firstly, yeah, council's in recess, right. Let's have a look at the idea tree. Where's heat conversion? Heat demand in housing districts is decreased. That's the Frostlanders, the New Londoners, and the Stalwarts both believe in heat overclocking. The excess heat provided by industrial machines will be re-injected back into the machines to allow them to operate at a higher capacity. So they would increase production efficiency. However, Frostlanders, we will redirect excess heat from industrial machines to neighbouring districts and infrastructure, increasing the heat available to the city. Heat demand in housing districts is decreased. But we can't afford the research. The heat stamps are really becoming a problem, aren't they? Right. First things first then. The heat problem is basically a housing problem. So... we can put that there. We'll frostbreak the area and then expand it so that it's in contact with this. And that should give us sheltered from wind and... I hope you still get the sheltered from wind bonus here. And then adjacency to this housing district. I don't know if that'll be enough actually. So let's start on an... oh, can we start on another? No, we can't. We need heat stamps. Right, and we're built. We're built. Okay. We can't afford frost breaking just yet. How much would it cost to expand actually? 50 heat stamps and some prefabs. Good lord.
Help us keep you warm. Report all leaks and damages to the nearest maintenance office.
Okay. Right. Hopefully, all of that does it. Like, the housing thing is nearly sorted. Right, Frostland, what have we got? There's a rusted engine, jettisoned secondary engine of a dreadnought. Under its hull we found a core. An irreproducible component from before the frost that we can use to power our most advanced technology. Fissures in ice suggest it travelled to the frozen bay a long time ago. An old observatory. This tower structure often attracts outcasts and scavengers who would rather live together in cold isolation than follow the laws of New London. It's been in decline since the collapse of the observation tower. Some may be willing to reconsider their situation and join us. Or there's the abandoned coal mine, possible settlement. A mining complex inhabited by children a long time ago. Over the years they grew older and became citizens of New London. The last miners were ordered home by the captain, but we know some coal remains in the shafts. The approach trail is in poor condition, but we found a warehouse with prefabs the captain intended to use to improve it. We could take them or leave them in place if we want to use the mine again. We'll keep them and it'll take fewer people to use it in future. Possible settlement. A mining complex once inhabited, yep. An outpost here would increase coal supply by 250 until its deposit of basically a bit shy of 500,000 coal is depleted. Build a trail or skyway. So I think we have to connect it there. £50, 10 prefabs. So for 50 quid we can solve our coal problem. Right, we've got 92 weeks before we need to do that. We're fine. Sue Miller, 12, street urchin. Cindy's pa went and got a governess like she's gonna be a duchess or something. Not on our watch. We roughed her up like the little word you're not allowed to say on YouTube, alright? Ferguson's boys will learn this too. If they try and wife us again tonight, we'll put razors and say we'll cut out their eyes. It'll be good fun. But what we want is a proper rumble. Short blades only. Come on. Who wants to play? The lack of a law regulating childhood is causing tension to rise, so there's childhood gangs about now. Right. Society. Childhood. So we probably want something to happen. All children must work alongside one of their relatives so that they learn their trade and continue the family tradition. Percentage of active workers is increased. Mandatory school. Heat stamps income is decreased, but research speed is slightly increased. This is supported by the stalwarts. Family apprenticeship. People are divided. I'm going to propose that we go with this. It could go either way. We can negotiate with someone. Stalwarts won't negotiate as it's against their worldview. So we're actually probably going to lose this, I think, because the Stalwarts will send 9 delegates against. Yeah, so Stalwarts are against a few Frostlanders and a few New Londoners. For the New Londoners, some Frostland. So Frostlanders and New Londoners are neither here nor there on this issue. So what about the New Londoners? In fact, let's try Frostlanders. We've not made them happy yet. So let's see if we can get on their good side. Heat recycling. I actually wanted to pass that. I would be happy to. I think that's perfectly fine. Right. We should have that. Oh. Hey, there we go.
Are in the
It likes a bit of
passes.
tension. Which means our next bit of research has been agreed upon then. Heat conversion, we're going to go with this one, isn't it? So it'll cost 50. We're going to need to save up some heat stamps then.
Delegates have reached a decision. A new law takes hold.
Right. $40 odd heat stamps, come on, 57, there we are. Heat recycling. Right, promise will be fulfilled. We can start expanding these soon. And once we're able to, because yeah, we're getting an alright amount per week. Fast forward a little while to just as when we've got these heat stamps ready. Oh, we've got this popped up. Infectious agents, the first crack. Steward, during a routine medical exam performed by stalwarts, a small group of Frostlanders refused to be assessed. These checkups are relics of years past, when a cough could endanger a city. That's gone now. We've adapted, one said. No point continuing this invasion of privacy. The stalwarts maintain that regular physicals help ensure the safety of our workers. It's vital we monitor their health. One foreman pushed back. We've had epidemics in the past. We mustn't allow another one. Yeah, in this kind of scenario, as much as it's an infringement on people, it's like, yeah, but have you noticed your situation you're in? We'll allow. This subgroup of Frostlanders will oppose this decision. Newlanders and Stalwarts will improve relations. Yeah, so both of those groups prefer this. Right. Heat stamps is slowly ticking up. Stockpiles of materials is out and goods are becoming limited. We really need to get some of these things back up. Yeah, we need those heat stamps pretty quick. Stockpiles, yep, I'm aware. Right. And now we're getting another problem. Right. Very much pillar to post, isn't it? Oh, do we not get sheltered from the wind just there? Yeah, so it looks like only that one gives us sheltered from the wind. Oh well. If we can get those heat stamps, which we need the unmet demand for goods, we need that to stop being a thing. Right, I'm going to put in a save here, and I think we'll call it there. So let's see, YT campaign 2. We'll call it there for now. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll continue on next time. It looks like what we need to focus on is getting that other housing district expanded upon. Better still, will be if we can, in addition to that, then we need those, maybe even prioritise it, because we'll get extra income from it. If we can convert some materials into goods and fulfill the good demand, we'll get extra heat stamps, and then getting everything else upgraded will be quicker. So that's probably where we want to go now. That should fulfill the housing and stop people freezing for now. It should just stave it off a bit. The 42 requirement, Christ, we might need just an entire new district. I mind just an expansion for this. Right. Yeah, we might have to go for the housing first, because if people start dying, we're not getting those back. Then we'll focus on getting a... we'll need more materials, and then we can put the other district in, the industrial, and start cranking out some goods. Then, once all that's in place, we're gonna need to go out to the Frostland, and by that point we're going to need to have solved our food problem as well. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time where we'll be continuing on with that. I'll see you then.